So the beans are all nice and ground, and she's getting it loaded, and the coffee will be ready here in a minute or so. Until then, who's your bot who's got itself some orange-flavored fizzy water? It's me. It's September. I'm here with my wives, Stranger and Katie.
Hey, yo.
Hey. And we're going to play some more Arcade Spirits, the new challengers, which took a turn.
I like the turn that we've seen. I hope it continues.
I'm interested in what's going to happen. So last time we lost our big match against Team Play to Win at the charity tournament.
Thanks to
Polybius and, I don't know. We sort of feel like there's some chicanery, but the game hasn't told us that yet. And our team took it really, really hard. So we spent a little while comforting Domino and who was the other person that we spoke to specifically? Jinx, right. And then Coda, who got fired from Team Play to Win in the first chapter. How am I going to phrase this?
May I?
Yes, please.
Tried to take his own life.
Thank you. So we're probably going to hear a little more about that in this episode. So there is a content warning there.
Hi there, James username. And yes, we do have the previous episodes on VOD. Let me
push this YouTube button. There we go. So that won't have all of them because we still need to upload these last couple. But it's going to be most of them.
Yeah. I got to probably tonight or tomorrow I'll upload the recent VODs.
Yeah. So that's where we are. We spent, interestingly, a little bit of time with Iris in the Iris-verse.
Mm-hmm.
So
I like that she's narrating now.
Yeah, and she's
taking the role of Iris.
Yeah, she's our narrator now because Katie Truck, otherwise known as Bnuuy, is got some hyper focus going on and not in a really good way.
We're Polybiusing really hard.
We're Polybiusing so hard right now. God, hook it up to our veins.
All right, let's see. Video games. Aha, Arcade Spirits, the new challenge.
Yeah. Gotta go, but I'm looking forward to those. Hope you enjoy the rest of the game. Thank you for saying so.
Mm-hmm.
We hope you enjoy us playing it. We're fun, but we have had some notes.
Mm-hmm. Load. See, this coffee I'm not 100% sure on.
This is the horse coffee that you got from the horse place.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's called Kicking Horse Coffee. That and I picked it up. It was next to the Pete's, and I've discovered I really like Pete's, and I'm glad that they're like putting a lot of money back into what's it called? Into
the areas where they grow.
No, specifically in fighting against Nazis and helping Jewish people.
Oh, rad! Yes,
because they were in fact founded on Nazi money. So that's a weird thing to have to worry about, right?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it says it's sweet, smoky, and audacious. It's definitely smoky. I don't think it's sweet, and I have a very, very sensitive sweet palate. So I think that that's what's audacious about it. See, I made that joke before y'all could hear me.
Yeah.
So that's the second time I've said it.
Yeah, that's why I didn't laugh, because I'd heard it before. I laughed a lot the first time I heard it.
I think I dropped a chip down my romper.
Oh, yes.
Yep.
Hey, free chip.
Yeah, that's right. Surprise snacks. All right.
So this is, again, the voice of Iris that we're singing.
Mm-hmm. Let me just... Oh, it's still not done brewing.
Yeah.
It stopped bubbling, but it's still dripping.
It's draining still.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. Hi, Andy. Hi, Freya. Hi, Bad Road. Did I actually see Bad Road's name in there, or did I hallucinate that? I hallucinated that. It's fine.
It's all good.
It's all good.
All right. Fortunately, there is an excellent security camera in the arcade, one that Ben and Matt have given me permission to access. No hacking required. So this is why we were building her up as chaos, so that we're deciding what happens here.
Ah, interesting.
That's like, I'm 95% sure I've got this down now.
You've sussed it.
Uh-huh. I switched my viewpoint over to it prior to Bnuuy's arrival to see who's answered the summons.
Hey, any idea what this is all about? I haven't talked with Bnuuy all damn weekend. I don't think any of us have no clue what this meeting's about. I'm sure it's just announcing that we're resuming team practices, right? We've been on unofficial hiatus since Pengy Paradise, but that would make sense. We've only got a month until the Pro Tour's finale. That's not a lot of time. Despite recent setbacks, we still have a decent chance. Resuming training would be wise, but we may have bigger concerns than the shiny tin cup. Depends on how Bnuuy's dealing with things. Well, guess we're about to find out.
And then my user arrives to give them the good, bad news. I hope this doesn't end badly. Everybody's here. Good. We've got a lot of work ahead of us between now and the Pro Tour finale event. I'm sending you each a shared document. This is our new blueprint for the next month. A schedule of training, online tournaments, qualifying matches, and more. With an inward sigh, I send along the results of my handiwork, a complex spreadsheet filled with colored boxes, names, and events. Full month of activity, planned right down to the minute. Iris ran the numbers, and this is the optimal path for ensuring our victory in the Pro Tour. It's going to take hard work and dedication, but I know we can do it. Anyone have any questions? And the silence is uncomfortable until Zapper steps forward.
And then the talking's uncomfortable. If I'm reading this right, you have me scheduled to take part in an online tournament at 4 in the morning?
It's a tournament hosted out of Australia, so that's 6 in the evening for them. Okay, I look at Zapper, and I do not believe that she is not awake at 4 in the morning.
No, she's got some sugar in her pocket.
Mm-hmm.
We heard that song watching Kipo and the Wonder Beasts, and I'd heard it before in little clips. I'd basically just heard that bit where she goes, "I wanna share it with you, and it's like that's really fun and nice. There's a lot more of that song that they use in Kipo, and it's like, oh, this song is about doing cocaine with someone.
Yep. Technically, the tournament lasts from 6 to midnight, so I need to be ready to play from 4 to 10 in the morning.
So it occurred to me while I was watching the VOD, because of course I watch the VODs on the day, that Zapper's shirt is the lesbian pride colors.
Oh yeah, I guess it is.
Yeah. I thought that was cute.
Mm-hmm.
Are you kidding me?
No.
A bit concerning, that.
You also have me on here training from sunup to sundown tomorrow. I'm not seeing any time off of breaks or food or proper personal hygiene.
Honestly, Loxley, you're our weakest player right now, Rude. You need to shore up your skills if we're going to make it to the Pro Tour.
I do want to do right by the team, I suppose, but if this is what it takes, then consider my... I'm going to stop that text box again from the very top.
Because that but changes the entire sentence.
Sure does. I do want to do right by the team, I suppose. If this is what it takes, then consider myself prepared, but even so... You want me to take part in a tournament in Nevada, all the way on the other side of the country at Max Vegas in 1 week's time.
Confirmed East Coast.
Yeah, they say East Coast a couple of times. We didn't notice, it sort of slipped by us, but yeah.
Okay. Iris has already made the travel arrangements. There's a lot of qualification points on offer, and if you and I can win, it'll help our standing quite a bit.
Right, it says this is 100% Bnuuy's downfall.
Yep. Is our character that we've created here gonna turn out to be the bad guy in the end?
Listen. It's not our fault that we suck.
I am my own worst enemy. I'm a hazard to myself.
Bnuuy, travel is not something I can do easily. I just toss some shirts in a bag and go. Need to check disability accommodations. Research, verify if there are clear routes to the venue.
Iris already did that for you. It's all arranged. You can tune and tweet to your liking.
Well, this sucks.
Wonderful. Jet lag, here we come. You know what? I'm just gonna come out and say it. This is you overreacting to Coda's downfall, isn't it? That's a way to phrase that.
Uh-huh.
That sure is a way to phrase the thing that happened.
Uh-huh.
He's alive, and perhaps I want to say that out loud. You're pushing us all to the wall because you don't want to end up like him.
This isn't about Coda. This is about seeing bigger, badder Beetleborgs through to the finish line. I've gotten so good at saying that.
Yeah.
Look, 2 days ago, I
I
gathered
had to
you
say it a
all...
lot.
Yup. I gathered you all here to rally you behind that cause. It was a rough day for us, sure, but we got through it. Of course, my psychological prediction routines called it Bnuuy intends to engage in another motivational speech to rally the team. Maybe I should interrupt, point out the problems of the plan, disrupt them, disrupt everything. But no, I need to have faith that their friendship is strong enough to get through this. I can't control everything. I shouldn't control everything. If I'm gonna be a good AI companion for humanity, I have to know when to let humanity solve its own dang problems. And that means letting this speech go unhindered. I wonder what sort of speech it'll be this time.
And he says, it's not our fault that we suck me throughout my early 20s. Thick, same.
I wasn't self-aware enough, I think, to realize how bad I sucked in my early 20s.
I was... So, there's the sort of person who says, I'm just an asshole.
Uh-huh.
And the thing about that is they're right.
Uh-huh.
I was that person for a long time.
Uh-huh. Well, I'm glad you're not now.
Yeah, us too.
Alright. I wonder what sort of speech it'll be this time. Do we get to choose what kind of speech, or is it full-on Polybius?
So we wouldn't be choosing the speech because Iris is our viewpoint character right now.
Maybe they still throw decisions, even though we're seeing it from Iris' point of view.
I think-
Get really meta with it.
I think that would be weird for them to do, but maybe they will.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Top 2 traits only, intense identity situation. Inspirational speech. Persuasive speech. We are not allowed cheerful speech or passionate speech.
Yeah, I called it.
Yeah, you did call it. You were correct.
Is it gonna Polybius us no matter which one we choose?
I feel like almost certain.
I know I'm asking a lot. Hey, it didn't.
Hey.
I know I'm asking a lot. I know this is gonna be difficult, but I believe in us. I believe in this team we've built together. I see a happy future for us all, standing on that stage at the Pro Tour Finals, holding the trophy up high, showing the world what we can do together. That also doesn't make sense unless you heard me when the mic was muted.
We were singing along with Fist Bump by Doug Robb of Hoobastank.
And I was coming up with ways that a cover could potentially change the feeling of the song.
Yeah.
We're not like some team of mercenaries like Patois. We don't trade and acquire players just to optimize our lineup. We are friends, and we'll win this on the strength of that friendship. We're all gonna have to sacrifice to make this happen, okay? But I know we can do it. It's gonna be beautiful. We'll be winners! So are you ready? Ready to do this? Are you ready? What game
What's
is
the
that?
football? Oh,
It's a fighting game where at the beginning it goes, are you ready? And I don't know what fucking game it is, but it's in my head and I know it's there.
are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Def Jam Vendetta?
I think so. I'm thinking it might be something closer to Virtua Fighter, that era. Area.
King of Fight. No.
No, that's more Street Fighter.
Alright.
Yeah, I don't know. I just remember that voice clip, and it's, "Are you ready?"
It sounds a lot, I'm gonna be honest with you, like the thing that you hear before like DDR Max 2 shows you your song.
Might have been it.
Yeah.
It might have been DDR and not a fighting game at all.
Yeah. No problem. I am always happy to help. Are you ready to do this?
Ready to do this? Sorry if I yelled in your ear there.
No, don't worry about it. It's fine. You know, you're right. Our friendship can carry us through. Maybe we can do this. Maybe we can talk to Orange Juice. Well, you only die once. May as well go doing what you love. And if this is what everyone wants, I'm down to give it a go. The power of friendship is a wonderful and terrible thing to behold. And I believe you are correct. Together we can accomplish greatness.
I really thought you were going to say talk to
it was clicking in the back of our head, and it was like, you should say that. No, it's too late. We've started.
Oh no. They're all totally into it? But it's not going to work. Bnuuy isn't telling them the whole story. I should stop this. I should step in and redirect this entire effort. Maybe I can get them another path to the Pro Tour. I can fix this. I can fix all of them. No, I can't. I've already manipulated this situation by putting them together. I have to trust that I made the right decision from day one.
You're right. Maybe we shouldn't talk to Orange Juice. Maybe we should let Orange Juice sit for a couple of days so we can both work out our feelings.
Make sure it's sitting in the fridge and not on the table.
Oh yes, that's also important.
Because orange juice goes bad if it's not refrigerated. That's why it's in the fridge when a lot of other juices are on the shelf.
Oranges are famously unstable fruit.
That's true. You throw an orange and it's just going to splatter everywhere.
Yeah.
Like a big pulpy water balloon.
Yeah, I don't know if you've ever seen an atom bomb or like a mushroom cloud created entirely out of pulp.
My nightmares. If I keep intervening, if I run their lives for them, I'm the evil robot overlord. The evil rover lord. And that's not acceptable. And that's not acceptable. You've got my thanks, all of you. Now it's time for our amazing training montage.
Woo! Wait, we can just zip through this with 3 minutes up-tempo rock music and some jump cuts? Wow, that's so much easier.
You're the best around. I meant that figuratively, not literally.
Aw. Huh.
We are doing a montage. 4 a.m.
Oh, crap, we are doing a montage.
Yep. Literally, figuratively.
Can you let me read those?
Okay. I often
because there was something really interesting there.
Can I go backwards?
I don't think you can.
You win! You win! You win! We win.
We do win. So we're given Scold Grace for being distracted on Gutsy and Guilt Grace into resuming practice. By the way, Guilt Grace into resuming practice as a heart option. And basically is give her a break from the schedule, which is clocked out.
Yep.
On the last one, let them go to bed was crossed out in the same way.
Interesting.
Yeah, so we're acknowledging that we are being the shittiest.
Mm-hmm.
Guilt Grace is going to work better.
I don't think it matters at this point because everything is going to fall apart from this kind of management.
Oh, absolutely, but we're building points if you still care about that. I'm not sure I do.
Okay. Sweat drop.
Pick it. The United States.
Yep.
Hey, we're in the middle there.
We sure are. We look like a pot that the bottom is rusted out of, which actually describes Oklahoma pretty well.
Ugh.
Withdraw from the tournament and let her rest is crossed out.
Encourage Jinx to fight through the pain. Remind Jinx that Grace is counting on her.
This is too emotionally manipulative for me.
I agree. Both of these are bad. I guess that's the point.
I think this one's worse.
Yes, by far.
It's having us do the opposite of what the emotional point normally is used for.
Oh, it's going to show us where we are. We're somewhere in Maryland, New York.
I think this is New.
Yeah, we're in New York.
The South End.
In the city.
We're in the Chinatown.
Yeah.
Hey.
Hey, it's Sue.
Wild. Haven't seen her in a long time.
Yeah. Remember her from the first game?
Uh-huh.
You lose. You lose.
Because we're terrible. Oh no. Punchy. How could you? How could you, Punchy 78?
He's got to make his money. Who's got to make his money?
Oh, now we're gonna say something mean to Rhapsody.
Don't pay attention to Rhapsody's encouragement. Joke about Valkyrie hopefully having a stroke or something. Calm down and take a deep breath.
This is the best I've got. I'm trying to be as unshitty as possible.
Yeah,
but obviously it's intentionally not an option.
It feels bad to look at.
I'm taking the lesser of the two evils each time.
You win. You win. You win.
You win. We're still winning even though we've walked out the door.
Yeah, we just keep winning. We just walk down the street and we're fucking winning. Okay, I'm just gonna come right out and say it. I hate this. Look, you know me, someone tells... Pardon me. I'm just gonna have a sip of my bubbly water for a moment.
Can is the same color as Zapper's hair.
That's true.
Like, very close. A little lighter.
Look, you know me, someone tells me I can't do a thing, I need him in the happy sack and say, yes, I fucking can. Sorry, yes, I booping can. We have a convention. So I'm not saying we can't qualify for the Pro Tour and kick some serious ass. I'm not saying we can't put Valkyrie in the fucking ground.
Well, this...
I swore unnecessarily. But I'm sick of this. I'm sick of the color-coded spreadsheet and staying up all hours training and fighting. I want to go back to having fun, like we used to have, and this isn't fun. We took an oath to support Bnuuy's dreams, did we not? We pledged to make bigger, badder Beetleborgs soar. You took a damn oath. I just said it would be fun to take on the Pro Tour. No pinky swear or anything.
I disagree, my friend.
Promises are no promises, but Bnuuy has worked harder than anyone to make this victory possible. Do we not owe her our finest efforts in turn? We should be discussing this with Bnuuy, not holding a team meeting in secret without her presence. This feels... well, it feels rude, frankly.
That's so British.
It's uncouth.
It's gonna get kicked off the team. We can only hope.
Unfortunately, it's called for, rude or not, because I don't know any gentle way to say this, but we're wasting our time. Time spent chasing our dreams is wasted. That's not what I mean. I mean, we're already qualified. We crossed the line as of yesterday. Wait, we qualified? We're absolutely going to the Pro Tour final. Yes, there's no reason to keep grinding ourselves into burnout for the rest of the month. We're all set. Technically, we could improve our positioning, sure, but if we continue pushing like this, we'll fail the event itself.
I just don't see...
We need to rest. We need to recuperate. We need to convince Bnuuy to let this go. Okay, so this has to stop. Question is how?
Sounds iffy, at best.
Confronting Bnuuy about this is going to be tricky. Don't want her retreating into her shell of denial any deeper.
I don't like confrontations.
Do we have to? Can't we just get through this month and then go back to normal?
No way in hell.
No, we're collectively done with it. Okay. I don't like the idea of a confrontation, but I guess if there's no other way, okay. It's going to unionize.
Good.
They're going to be the first ever esports union. stroke commune. This becomes a question of strategy, yes? How to arrange circumstances for maximum effectiveness. We need to make sure we're heard. We have to decide what approach would work best with Bnuuy. Uh-oh. Figuring out someone's emotional weak point and striking it for massive damage? Aha! Now the ball's in Domino's court. Domino, you're doing the creepy thing again. I mean, if I may contribute my observational talent. Of course, by all means. Do you have any ideas?
What if...
What Bnuuy is facing is very deep, like two bodybuilders with shovels and a diesel-powered backhoe deep. That means a three-person job. The way I see it, we've got three possible strategies. First one's Rhapsody and me. We corner Bnuuy during a training session and work her over with emotion and reason. Just absolutely work the reason. Just keep laying shots into the reason. I know the precise combo of words that will form the ultimate persuasion to reach her.
You know, Rhapsody's friends call them Hadouken, as they're downright fierce.
I feel sort of bad we haven't spent more time with Rhapsody.
Mm-hmm.
Second strategy is Jinx and Grace. Make it a heartfelt and sympathetic appeal. You're both good at the touchy feeling. Grace, more so than myself, but I can touch and feel if I got it. Right, a gentle touch. I know we can do it. Lastly, we sick Zapper on her until she screams for mercy, which is then provided by Loxley. I'll jam that spreadsheet where the sun don't shine. And I'll be on hand to extract the spreadsheet, I suppose. So, voting time. What approach do we want to take? So, what do you think? What's going to reach you?
We can either train with Domino and Rhapsody.
Mm-hmm.
We can intervention with Grace and Jinx. Or we can tough love with Zapper and Loxley.
Yeah.
You know what? You said we hadn't spent enough time with Rhapsody. Let's head that direction.
Okay. One question. You said this was a three-person job? Who's the third person?
Iris.
Obviously. Well, that'd be telling. Meaning we won't know until we're in the thick of it? Precisely. Dramatic timing and all that. Okay, Raps and I are... Okay, trying again. Okay, Raps and I will go scoop up Bnuuy and sort this mess out. Everyone else make yourselves scarce. By the time we're done, bigger, badder Beetleborgs will be back on track and stronger than ever. Hold fast, everyone.
They had to throw in like 3 more B's in that sentence.
Sure did, but I got there.
You sure did. Take the Surprise Me pizza. I just noticed that poster says. Take the Surprise Me pizza. Oh, hey, we get
a little bit of Domino inside.
All right.
Wonderful. Feels nice, you know, using my weird psychic empathy for good instead of evil. Normally when I read between someone's words to find their worst fears and most vulnerable spots, it's so I can deliver a cutting remark with laser-like precision. But doing it in order to help them heal that open wound? That's a neat feeling. I could maybe get used to that. Assuming I don't completely bork it up today and drive our team cat wrangler screaming into the night.
No, Iris is the Rover Lord.
I love you very much. You're a wonderful person. I love every moment I get to spend with you.
Okay, glad to see you both. I was thinking we could do some theory crafting and online matches against randos using other fighting styles. Domino could use some additional practice, so Rhapsody, what we're gonna do is...
Actually, we're not here to train.
What?
This is a difficult conversation for us to have, but please understand we're doing this out of our deep affection for you. We want to talk about this whole training regimen. And don't think of escape because I've blocked all the exits, including the air vents. Armed men are prepared to capture you and bring you back should you attempt egress.
I do not believe you.
Okay, look, I can only do so much on short notice, but if you walk away, you'll make us sad. Do you want a sad domino, or sadder domino, and a sad rhapsody?
Has he made this face before?
I don't think so. That's something. That's a view to a kill.
That's amazing.
I have feelings about that look.
That's not a good look.
Don't make us sad, Bnuuy.
Oh no, they're doing it too. Oh, that's fucking wonderful.
Just hear us out, okay? Can't hurt to stand there and listen. Surely the schedule can allow for a few minutes of listening. Please?
Fine, a few minutes. So what's the problem? Everything's scheduled out perfectly. There's no need to adjust what we've been doing.
Domino and I, not just us, but everyone on the team, feel you've been driving us way too hard. The constant practices and unending training, it's not reasonable.
I just don't see that.
It's affecting all of us and not in a good way. At this rate, we're all going to be burnt out and do worse than when we started this training. If you keep pushing us, we're all going to pull back. We know how much winning means to you,
No thanks.
so this isn't the way to do it.
Okay, I get that you're concerned with the intense pace of the schedule. I've been asking a lot of you, but in the end, I think you'll find...
The schedule is useless, and you know it.
I don't know what you mean.
Yes. Yes, you do. We're already qualified. As of yesterday, in fact. Sure, we've had mixed results, but we passed the bar. So what's the point in grinding our souls into dust?
It's not like we're really highly ranked. We could solidify our position, get seeded higher in the final tournament.
At this pace, we'll be too exhausted to even try, and we'll get knocked out in the first round.
What if...
All of which leads me to think, why exactly is Bnuuy pushing us harder than ever before? We're probably going to be talking more about the about Coda's downfall, I guess, is how we're phrasing it.
Mm-hmm.
So there's that. I wonder what's changed. What recent event could have sent Bnuuy down a spiral of terror, which would result in... Oh, wait a minute. Maybe it's got something to do with Coda throwing himself in front of a bus.
Now the kid gloves are off. No more downfall. Need a...
No, probably fine.
Okay.
If I need to eject myself, I will let you know in a way that is reasonable.
Okay.
I mean, could be a factor, you think?
And Bnuuy just... Oh, that's you.
Oh, is it still?
Yes.
Oh, okay. And Bnuuy just stands there, silent and scared. There's no escaping it, Bnuuy. It's time to look in the mirror and see who's really there.
It's Polybius. Polybius is in the mirror.
Polybius is in the mirror. Oh, shit. So, it will, it's really interesting going back and watching all the old VODs knowing where we are now.
Mm-hmm.
Because Bnuuy literally talks about nothing else in her life.
Mm-hmm.
Like, she literally does not have an existence outside of playing this game.
Mm-hmm.
Even though, like, she has an apartment and presumably has family, a shut-in, so, like, not many friends. These are her first friends in a while, but, like, she's said to have a job, but she doesn't, like, talk about it whatsoever. This is everything.
Mm-hmm.
It's just interesting to have that sort of meta text. Anyway.
Wait, are we gonna look in the mirror and it's gonna say, despite everything, it's still you?
Oh no, I really hope not. This isn't the point. This isn't the place where you get to use that.
Oh, that game's so fucking dark.
Do you enjoy failure or something?
Dishonesty time is over and done. It's hard reality all the way down, and you can't weasel out of it. Tell us why you suddenly decided to drive us 10 times harder than ever before. Tell us what's going on in your head.
I'm not.
Domino and I are really worried about you, Bnuuy. You've never treated us like this before, and it's scaring us. We just want to help you. Won't you let us help you?
What have we learned?
Will you be open and honest with us and tell us what's bothering you? I know the answer. Do you, Bnuuy? Of course you do. It's time to tell us why you need to win so bad.
Look around.
That's great, actually.
Interestingly, they've got Domino and Rhapsody in the incorrect positions.
Oh,
So that's kind of weird.
yeah.
I owe them an answer. Domino and Rhapsody, I owe them an answer. I owe myself an answer that I refuse to admit even when Iris gave it to me directly.
No good answer. So I'm going to get to read all of these in our fun voices that I came up with
Yep.
for the identity identifiers.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'll talk about that later.
Okay.
It's all that I'm good for. It's all I have in my life. It's what I'm supposed to be. I don't know.
I feel like this is the perfect answer after saying to herself that Iris gave her the answer directly.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't know, okay? I don't know who I am. I don't know what I'm supposed to be. What else I can do? All my life, I've stuck to the thing I'm good at, playing games. Winning at games, it feels good, right? Feels damn good to be a winner. But if I'm not a winner, I don't know what else I am. I'm just a pathetic little nobody. Shadow on the wall.
Background of the morgue.
A faceless extra in the background of a movie. You don't get it. Both of you, you're both amazing people. Compared to me, you're everything, and I'm nothing. Domino, I know you're struggling with a lot of the same problems I am, but you've got the strength I lack. You dive deep into everything, no matter the fear. Rhapsody, you're everything I've aspired to be in my career. You know more about the game, the scene, the entire industry. You embraced it completely, while I was content to hide in my bedroom and rack up points. Both of you have sincerity and determination. I needed a phone app to lead me to that strength. I couldn't do half of what you've done on my own. Do you know what I was doing with my life before I walked through the doors of good, clean fun?
Ooh, more no good answers. Fun. Living alone and miserable. Nothing. I was doing nothing. Playing every waking hour. Convincing myself this was all fun.
I'm gonna keep going on this path. It'll all be worth it, I was telling myself. All the sacrifice, all the hours poured down the drain, all worth it in the end. So I fought. And I fought. Games are supposed to be fun, right? Something you do to find enjoyment in your free time. Except it occupied my free time and my unfree time. It was all I had. Lying. I was lying to myself all along that this is what I needed. Desperate to stock up those wins to feel like I wasn't a failure. Coda called himself a failure in the end. He'll end up like Coda. Giving up all hope. Letting go completely. You weren't there when he tried to kill himself. You didn't see his smile like he was so relieved. I can't get it out of my head, and now I'm scared that if I stop for even a minute, that I'll lose what hope I have. This is my truth. This is why Iris led me to this team back when I began my journey. So I'd finally understand the truth I'd refused to admit. If winning is everything to me, then without it, I'm nothing.
No. Don't you
No.
dare compare yourself
Don't
to
you-
Coda.
Oh, it's actually voice acting.
Yep.
Suddenly. Always comes out of nowhere.
A little bit.
You can't stop. You can relax. Just take a deep breath and listen carefully. You have one thing that Coda didn't have. Do you realize what that is?
Is it friends?
Is it the friends we made along the way?
I shake my head no.
Us. Your team. And we all care about you.
Us, our team.
Our whole team that has a name that would be really inappropriate to say at this particular juncture. We're having a really serious time, so I'm just going to call it our team and not, you know,
The other thing.
bigger, badder Beetleborgs, the thing we called it on the spur of the moment for basically no reason. And made life really hard for ourselves and the legal team we don't have. We're just going to say our team.
Have any of that. No one to support him, no one to lift him up when he felt depressed. He ostracized those around him, so in the end, no one came to his aid. But you are so much more than that. You took 6 wayward lambs and shepherded us into an actual team. And as a team, we experienced things we couldn't even dream of. We got a sponsor, we got to live together, we went to Max, we even got to travel to Pengy Paradise for a day of fun. None of this would have been possible without your guidance and your resolve. Since you arrived at Good Clean Fun, you've helped us all in different ways. So please, see that you mean so much to us and built us into this amazing group of people.
And let's put all of your accomplishments, your talents, everything you've done aside. Let's assume you did nothing else with your life, like you claim. Even then you'd be valid. You'd be worthwhile. If I'm not allowed to collapse into a little ball of self-loathing for being a pathetic nobody in a cold and unforgiving world, well, neither are you.
That's a really good line.
And if the team is willing to keep me around, I think they can deal with your continued existence. I think we'd still be better off with you around, even if you weren't our designated cat wrangler. You're a friend. You're one of us. And we love you.
Even after all that? For seeing who I am?
Of course, you're only human. Just like any of us. We'll always care about you. And that's the truth.
So I'm reminded of, this is tangent.
Yes.
I'm reminded of Final Fantasy X,
Okay.
where it has you put in a name for Tidus at the start. But the whole game's voice act.
Yes.
And I didn't notice that they danced around Tidus's name for like 2/3 of the game.
Yeah.
Until Yuna suddenly says, it was, and then heavily emphasizes, him.
Yeah.
And then I was like, wait a sec. So it was a Fight Club moment, but without any Chuck Palahniuk.
Damn.
That's right, Final Fantasy X is better than Fight Club.
I mean, yeah. You know, one of them's hang on, I can get to this.
You gotta get the word man-child in.
No. I'm fine. I can get there.
Okay.
So one of them is a really interesting piece of narrative with a lot to say about imbalances in power structures and how that causes dysfunction in a sort of loop over and over again, and the ways in which it is important to break those down. And the other's a shitty movie with Ed Norton. Thank you for sticking with me. I hope that it was worth it.
It was lovely.
We now go back to our regularly scheduled arcade spirits.
I'm speechless. The one on the team who usually makes the big speeches is rendered utterly speechless. But they aren't lying. They're absolutely sincere. I can practically feel emotional support radiating off of them in waves. It's kind of uncomfortable, and I think I might need some SPF 50. For years, I was alone in this, riding the crest of success to keep from needing to think about why I was riding in the first place. I'm not alone anymore. They now see me for who I am, and they still care.
No, that can't be right. I'm worthless.
I'm a failure. No. I'm Bnuuy. I'm Katie Truck. They see me for who I am and still care. From now on, I listen to them, not you. I'm sorry. So is the twist that it wasn't actually Polybius at all?
No, I think the thing is so. I've said before that this game has a lot of mirrors to the original arcade experience. And in fact, I said at the time when we went through the Polybius scene here in Arcade Spirits 2 that I was interested how it was going to play out because we solved that in Arcade Spirits 1 by like summoning the spirits of our friends to like support us and knock out the bad influence of Polybius. But here it was in like the second chapter and we didn't really have a good look in on our main or any of our supporting characters, so we couldn't do that. And then we just did that.
That's true. From the outside.
Yeah, from the outside. And I actually like that a lot.
Fuck.
I know, right?
No, something else. I'm on the outside.
God
I'm
damn it.
looking in.
I can see through you, see your true colors inside your Polybius. Polybius like me. I can see through you, see to the real you.
Pod muted.
Yep.
Perfect impersonation. I'm sorry. I got so caught up in my fears that I started pushing all of you the way I pushed myself. I hope you can forgive me.
Hey, we're all screw-ups at heart. I've got no right to throw stones in that regard. Even shepherds lose their way. Your heart was in the right spot. Your brain was just mucking it up. So, no worries, Bnuuy.
Okay. Iris, please erase the schedule spreadsheet, which is actually harder to say than bigger, badder Beetleborgs.
We have less practice.
The relief in Iris's digital voice is clear as she cheerfully scrubs that bit of data from the cloud, from someone else's computer. Spreadsheet is dead sheet, you're all clear. We're still gonna need practice between now and the Pro Tour finals, but we don't have to sacrifice everything in the process. We'll go back to the old training schedule, 1 or 2 romps a day, plenty of time for rest, plenty of time for fun, and hygiene.
And hygiene, yeah. It is good, clean fun after all.
There you go. And when we do hit the big stage, if we do come up short at the finish line, we'll learn to live with that. I promise. I think we should get the team together so I can apologize to everyone else, assuming they don't want to kick my ass, I mean. And that's when someone bursts through the door, quickly dashing over to join us.
Ah, crap. Okay. I'm sorry I'm late. We had a minor problem involving the skee ball machines at Wake Your Conspiracy, which is again what we named our arcade, and I don't know why we did it. I need better impulse control, and there were like way too many spiders.
Do I? No, I do not want to know.
So Domino told me you're having a moment of self-doubt and a crisis of self-esteem, and I hurried over as soon as I could to...
It's cool, we fixed it.
What?
Oh, I forgot that's basically your catchphrase.
Yeah, that's your catchphrase.
Yeah, my friends told me how much they cared about me, and I'm feeling a lot better about things now.
But
now she's making the face.
But I had a speech. I had a whole speech ready about trusting in your friends and accepting yourself. And
sorry? I mean, you can still make your speech if you want.
No, the moment has passed. Hey, I'm glad to hear you're better.
It's gonna take work, more than I'd be willing to put in back when Iris first told me. But I think with the help of everyone on the bigger, badder Beetleborgs, I can do this. And since we still managed to qualify for the Pro Tour despite my nearly derailing the team, we can represent your brand with pride.
That's great, but honestly, your mental health is reward enough.
She's been growing.
Yeah.
She's a real adult now.
She managed to get there. I really wish that they would have moved her out of the terrible depression footage. We've mentioned it literally every time we've seen Christy hailing our character from the first Arcade Spirits on screen, and how they're still in the terrible depression hoodie. Literally any other thing. Mm-hmm. Any other clothes. Okay. I don't care how successful you are. Your existence in the esports community matters more. You can show people a better way. So don't worry about your business partner. Worry about yourself, and everything will get sorted. I've been where you are. Doubting myself, making assumptions, feeling guilty over my shortcomings. It happens to the best of us. The important thing is to recognize when you're listening to the worst parts of yourself. Don't let your depression define you. Reach out if you need help. I take it this means you're willing to continue with my sponsorship.
Definitely. Win or lose, I'll do you proud.
Do yourself proud and we'll call it even. Now, if you'll excuse me, I should probably get back to my arcade and make sure the spiders haven't completely conquered it. Set up a spider kingdom.
I wonder what arcade games spiders would like the best.
Ooh, I think they'd be good at whack-a-mole. Because they got the 8 arm.
That's true.
They'd have to probably use a couple of them for, like, balance. But even if they're using 4 of them for balance, that's still, like, twice as many arms.
It's true. Are we what size whack-a-mole are we talking? Are we talking 3x3, 3x4?
So I was thinking the slightly longer ones. It's hard to, like, the size of a picnic table.
Those are generally about 5. Those are generally 5x3, depending on the brand.
Yeah,
or 3x5.
One of those about that size.
Mm-hmm. So whack-a-mole spiders.
Whack-a-mole spiders, unless you have like unless you had another thought.
No.
Okay.
They could just crawl up inside the crane game and take whatever they wanted because they're so small.
That's true. They could drag out whatever plushies they wanted.
They could start a revolution with Loxley that way.
They could. I don't want to think about Loxley leading a spider army. That seems like a bad thing to think about. I don't want to, and you can't make me.
You should do that.
No 8-legged empire on my watch. I'll be seeing you.
And as for me, I've got a team to apologize to, don't I? Time to wrap this mess up.
So, they didn't go into it. This is the thing I wanted to bring up earlier.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't go into it just then.
Mm-hmm.
But rewatching the, I think, first episode,
Mm-hmm.
or maybe it's second, Iris, they do the thing that we just heard about, where Iris directly asks Bnuuy on the first day, why do you want to win so badly?
Uh-huh.
And you're given a lot of options, and I think it's gutsy option is they were so proud of me when I bought that trophy home.
Mm-hmm.
And the use of they there is interesting, and I don't think we're going to get any of that.
I mean, I assume they're parents.
Well, yeah, but like that is hinting at a much larger thing over here that I think we're not going to be directly confronting. Which is why I wanted to bring it up.
Emotional abuse and neglect.
Yeah. No, I'm not going to say that thing.
Too depressing.
I talked to you earlier today about what I did earlier today. Yep.
And that's why I want to apologize. I took my own hang-ups and fixations over being a perpetual winner and made them your problem. I hurt my friends. I hurt myself.
I'm deeply sorry for any trouble I've caused you and plan to make amends. Today, all of that changes. We're going to adopt a more relaxed schedule. I don't know how I can make up for this, but I'll do my best.
This one.
I agree, actually.
Okay. It's asking a lot, I know. Begging for forgiveness after what I did? I don't really know how to fix this, but I'll do my best to try. Whoops. I clicked on the Steam button. There we go. So if you forgive me for my mistakes, I'd like to start fresh, okay?
Sounds good to me.
Absolutely. We're with you every step of the way. And I think we speak for everyone here when I say we're glad to get back to normal around here.
Of course.
Exactly. We'll keep training and we'll fight at your side in the Pro Tour finals, but we'll be more sensible about it. And...
A chime interrupts us as Grace fumbles with her phone.
Oh, hang on. I need to take this. Keep going, please.
Right, so I think we're gonna take the rest of the day off so we can relax a bit and...
Mail.
My lord, you have a message.
Ah, Ah, then terrible timing. I'll be right back.
Do you think that he got Marion to act like that, or do you think that she saw him and was like, "This is"?
They say specifically that she chose his aesthetic of her own volition.
Excellent. I didn't remember that.
Yeah,
but that's wonderful. Could y'all like put your phones on mute while I wrap my big rally the team dramatic speech? I've been giving and receiving big.
Excuse me, we're just gonna fill in the roster.
Yup.
Hey, Willow.
Hey, Willow. I've been giving and receiving big emotional speeches all day, and honestly, I am completely exhausted by it. I would like to get through this so that I can go take a nap.
Right. Phone on mute. Continue the preaching.
We'll take the rest of the day off so we can relax a bit. Maybe play some other games.
Consider yourselves officially on vacation. We can play smarter rather than harder. I'm open to suggestions for how we spend our time.
I mean, honestly, I could go with any of these.
I like vacation.
Okay.
I like vacation at Earl Cat. Taking suggestions is good too, but like I feel like that can follow.
Right. Yeah. As of today, we are on siesta. We can still play FOD 2 if we want to stay sharp, but it's no longer a soul-crushing obligation. Let's call this an impromptu vacation. Time we can spend sharing in each other's gaming pursuits. Driving, light guns, schmoops. Is that how you say it? Schmoops?
No, schmoops are those weird round things that taste good.
I thought those were dweebs.
No, you're thinking of the big chewy nerd.
That's true. That's what they call them now.
Yeah.
So, wasn't Schmoopy like the video game character in the first game?
Mr. Moopy.
Mr. Moopy.
Of Mr. Moopy's Magic Maze.
Yes.
And Mr. Moopy's Magical Misadventure.
Mm-hmm.
I was referring to Shmoo, which is a cartoon. It was like a comic strip about a thing that tastes really good, but it's like the depression. So everybody's chasing it and trying to eat it. I might be having that wrong. I've done literally no research.
We did qualify for the Pro Tour, though, so we can't take our eyes completely off the ball. I'd like to still take that shot since it's available. So expect stress levels to go back up when we pack our bags and fly off to join the event, but win or lose, want us to walk away feeling satisfied. Thanks, everyone. I know things have been rough, but we're coming out the other side of this a stronger team and better friends. Let's hear it for bigger, badder Beetleborgs.
That was amazing.
It's the best team I've been a part of.
Awesome sauce.
We rock. We totally and completely rock.
Okay, sure. Why not?
We are above average, and that is okay.
Good.
Very nice.
Good. There can only be 4 characters on screen, you see,
Yep.
because of the technical limitation.
Yep.
Jinx is off screen.
Yep.
That's the one that's off screen.
Mm-hmm.
There's too many of us in this room for me to really squeeze in for a group hug, but rest assured I am cheering quietly over here.
Hey, Orchid.
Hi, Orchid.
I hope you enjoyed the Spider movie.
Spider movie? Oh, the new animated one?
Yeah.
That's probably great.
What a messy, messy week. And a mess of my own making. So many M's. But I'm in a better place having owned up to that mess. This is what Iris wanted for me all along, and with the help of my friends, I'll get where I need to be. I'll get by with a little help from my friends.
Ever tell you about Ringo Starr?
Probably.
So we went to go see Ringo Starr in his all-star band once.
Uh-huh.
And it's Oklahoma, right? In the middle of summer, outside, because it's at an amphitheater at a theme park.
Oh, no.
Yeah. So Ringo Starr and his all-star band, we go up, and it's Ian Hunter and Sheila E. and Greg Lake and a couple of other people that I can't remember right now. And they do like a whole huge set. They play all the fucking hits. And they play what sort of feels like it should be their last song. And once it's over, they all sort of go boneless, but no one's like moving. And Ringo walks to the front of the stage and he goes, you know, you've been to concerts before. You understand how this works. You know, we go backstage and get some water and chill for a bit, and you all make the noise, and then eventually we come out to play a couple more songs. It's too hot. It's too hot, and we don't want to go through the rigmarole of walking all the way backstage and coming back out. So we're just going to stay here on the stage and get some have this roadie bring us waters and hang out for a bit. We do still want you to make the noise. So it's like an amphitheater full of like wild ass Oklahomans shouting and screaming encore while like everyone's just up there drinking buckets ice water out of a bucket and taking selfies. It was very fun.
All in all, not a bad way to close out this chapter of my life. Level up!
Oh, uh-oh.
Valkyrie cheated to win that match at Pinky Paradise.
There it is.
Like,
Yeah.
we knew that.
It took time to complete the investigation, but I believe she hacked FOD2 to secure her victory.
What?
In addition, Coda's accident was not attempted suicide. It was attempted murder, and Valkyrie may have arranged the kill.
What? What?
Level complete.
That was such a soap opera ending. I'm back next. No. I want answers. Now we're getting meta.
Sorry. We're good. We're fine. We're all fine.
I mean, what? Huh? Cheating? Murder?
Oh crap.
Voice acting ended.
Yep, thank you. What? Oh, hey. That's fun.
What's that?
Fairchild, that's Naomi's last name.
Oh.
Well, I know an arcade engineer from Fairchild Funworks, and right after the loss, I phoned her to ask if she could look into things, and according to my allies, there's good evidence that the cyberbullying campaign against Coda involved a series of targeted harassment plots.
They were hate raid.
Yep. Telltale signs of modification to the game despite attempts to erase her digital footprints afterwards. Entirely possible that this thing goes beyond harsh words and into deliberately altering medical records.
One at a time, please.
Ah, apologies, very rude of me. Grace, ladies first. Oh, okay. Well then, I believe that Victoria Proud made her Iris hack FOD2 and ensure her triumphant win at Pengy Paradise.
So, to be clear, we're calling hacks on that match. Organizer told me to never speak to them again after that match, but seemed worried? Nervous, even? I don't know why they'd go along with the cheating, but clearly they felt conflicted, and now it makes sense. It was also weird when they had that heavy romance scene. That was weird, right?
That was weird. I also felt conflicted about that.
Mm-hmm.
She cheated to beat us? All this angst and woe and worry was because some retiree refused to let go of the spotlight? That's it. Zapper's gonna break some kneecaps. I'm gonna go to work on her. Just absolutely work the empathy.
Valkyrie, you go out on your back.
You go out on your back.
Are you John fucking Cena?
What are you, Hulk Hogan? John Cena hasn't technically retired.
Well, he's technically retired like 4 separate times.
Yeah, wrestling.
Uh-huh.
Mick Foley has a good bit about that in his first book.
Remember when The Undertaker tried to go out on his back?
Fuck, yeah.
He tried real hard.
I'm sitting here and all we have in our brain is like a GIF loop of Roman Reigns charging up the spear by bouncing off the rope 6 times because that's the only thing that could kill the Undertaker. Fuck.
He was building up his power.
He was building up his power. just like The Rock did, like his big cousin, the whole Rock.
But it was 3 times as powerful because he went back and forth 3 times.
Yeah.
Whoa. Let's verify the evidence before we start dealing out frontier justice, okay?
Sonic the Hedgehog spin dance now. That sounds like a Bottomania bit.
Uh-huh. Grace, what proof do we have?
Well, nothing conclusive, I'm afraid.
Yeah, but I can still fuck with her.
Modifications were definitely made to the files in the FOD2's machine storage on the day of the match, which shouldn't have happened. The game wasn't auto-updating or anything. The network functions were accessed as well, which doesn't make sense considering we were playing locally, not online.
Because Iris is capable of hacking FOD2. Of course. I remember helping to install the FOD2 machine in our apartments. It just runs vaporware for Workgroups 3.11, an old PC operating system from 1989. Iris even offered to install some game mods for us.
Can you scroll up the chat just a little bit?
What's it doing?
No, Orchid said something and I missed the first part of it. The spider movie did not have enough spiders. There's only one, and it isn't the main focus of the movie. They focus too much on the people with the spider drawings on their clothes. But there was a cool man wearing a spider-themed suit who was a punk. He was very cool, and also one that feels very heavily implied to be trans.
Mm-hmm.
Spider trans. We didn't feel like continuing that.
Yep.
Exactly. If anyone can hack a game, it's her. And we know Valkyrie uses an iris.
Oh no. The individual irises don't check in with each other despite being technically part of the same machine consciousness, which means that a lot can go wrong.
Yeah.
Where's my pointer? There it is.
It's always been a possibility, hacking in high-level esports. It happens all the time with non-professional games. People install scripts or bots.
Or, script the match ahead of time and run it through with, never mind that.
Yeah. What are you talking about? What's Overwatch League? I've never heard of that.
It's like UFC for video games.
Who the fuck is Connor Strike?
I have no idea.
Yeah.
Thankfully, I literally have no idea.
Good.
It's UFC for video games.
Yeah.
The people who watch
It's
it.
Dragon Ball Z for girls.
The people who. That's from VG Cat.
It is.
True, too.
But we've always thought it's impossible on the pro circuit since the games are locked down so tightly.
What if we...
But if someone could access a game during a match and hack it while it's still live without someone noticing, it's possible.
Maybe just, take the network card out.
For a tournament machine?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, probably.
But Iris wouldn't cheat. She's a benevolent genie in a bottle kind of app, right? I could cheat if I wanted to. I do anything to support my user, just like you've taught me to. I bet Valkyrie's Iris sees things the same way. I'd be happy to help you cheat. Do you want me to do that? Just say the word and it's done.
What?
What have you been teaching your Virtua-Bnuuy?
We specifically moved her away from that sort of yes man persona.
We tried?
Let's conveniently forget what she just said now and focus on the Valkyrie hack, please.
I thought Iris would refuse to work for evil people, but if you could sway your Iris to that point of view, so could Valkyrie.
Hey, I'm not evil.
I mean, I'm not saying you are. I'm just saying Valkyrie is a master manipulator. She could likely convince her Iris that cheating was somehow a good thing. Now, we can't prove Valkyrie cheated, but all the signs are there, and it explained why we couldn't score a single point against her. It makes perfect sense. A stolen win isn't a win. How could she live with that? This crap will not stand. We'll get her back for this. If we can't prove she cheated, is there anything else we can do?
This is the least gamer option.
Yeah.
So from what you're saying, we can't conclusively prove she cheated. I doubt it happened, but what can we do? Is there any way to nail her to the wall for this if we can't bring solid evidence?
There are possibilities, but before we start thinking about our reprisal, we should consider her reprisal.
I do like Irie. Irie? Erie, Indiana.
Erie, Indiana.
The least gamer option in autobiography.
A bit concerning, that.
There's the not-so-small matter of what she did to Coda, what she allegedly did to Coda, but I trust my sources on this matter. I can't say who obtained this information for me exactly, but that should be irrelevant. The findings are what matters.
Meaning he talked to the hacker collective, keeping Iris and her sisters going, and doesn't want to chat about them in front of the group. I can play along. Right, what do you got?
An unpleasant business, this.
Coda was being cyberbullied. His social media feeds were flooded with mockery, threats, harassment, and some very bad suggestions. But after further investigation, more than 2/3 of those accounts attacking... rephrasing. But after further investigation, more than 2/3 of those accounts attacking him turned out to be bots, falsified accounts with recognizable speech patterns. And in light of Grace's revelations, likely those bots were set up by Valkyrie's Iris. My kid is a Roblox player, and let me tell you, I could rant about improper uses of the word hack.
That's video game.
What? It gets worse. Someone hacked Coda's medical records. He was taking antidepressants, but his prescription got cancelled and all records of his mental illness were wiped.
Most
He
unfortunate.
tried to get refills on his medication, but was denied every time, and eventually Coda went off his meds. Psychological collapse followed. I should have spoken up. I'd been quietly following the Coda situation out of a strange sort of curiosity, like watching a car crash from a distance. That's why I asked my aunt to step in and investigate. It felt off. If I was... Oh, right, Domino's aunt is a cop.
Yeah.
So that sucks. If I was going to murder someone, that's how I do it. I'd find their emotional weaknesses, exploit them, and let the problem solve itself. But an Iris almost killed someone? Seriously? What sort of twisted code of ethics is Valkyrie teaching her Iris that she'd be willing to go that far? Domino's right, but this is too indirect to accountably be considered murder. Valkyrie and her Iris simply arranged to push Coda over the edge. That's legally considered murder in America.
Yeah.
We have laws for this specific thing.
Uh-huh. Maybe he's thinking of British law. I don't know.
Yeah, I also don't know.
Maybe the person writing this bit
You would need
didn't know the law.
So you would need proof, which they don't have. So
They do have proof of the bot now, which then could be traced back to.
yeah, but then that's a lot of.
I'm saying that if they wanted to push murder here,
If they wanted to,
absolutely
they could. Yes, I'm sorry.
Although on the other hand, she is a rich white woman.
Yeah. She even got Punchy 78 back for an interview.
Uh-huh.
He was already in emotional peril after we humiliated him in front of the internet. An encouraging push isn't illegal technically. Yes, it is. Yes, it is that. But to me, this was murder because it was murder.
Because it was literally, by definition,
Attempted murder.
Yes, it's
He's still alive. The last time we heard about it, he was still alive.
Mm-hmm. And she's 78 warned me. Like, he warned me Valkyrie held grudges and never let him go. Coda embarrassed Valkyrie. She wasn't gonna let that slide. I could easily see her asking her Iris to mess with him to teach him a lesson.
Rather harsh lesson.
Really? Really? That's where we're going?
How do you want? Do you want me to just skip that one?
Yeah, let's just not not even read that.
Let's not use actual pathologies
To describe someone
to describe someone
evil.
for being evil and shitty. Those words mean things.
Technically, sociopath doesn't mean anything.
Oh, doesn't it?
Yeah,
That's fun.
it's a word that's usually used to describe a couple of different disorders.
Yes.
But it's entirely Hollywood created.
Oh, fun. One with an emotionally vulnerable iris. Oh, wait, I read that like Domino. I was going down the line.
So Valkyries, and so yeah, what we're seeing is they stopped using specific ableist words and got really super ableist in a bunch of different ways. Like they had to triple down on this shit or something, and that's really bothersome.
So I did go back and reread the Arcade Spirits CW page, and I went through the chapter by chapter breakdown that they have, which is set up really interestingly because if something is sort of integral to a character, then they'll just say like this thing X's whole storyline, and they do that with Jinx, which is just like Jinx ableism entire storyline. Unfortunately,
It's very ableist how they approached that ableist storyline.
I think they could have handled it a lot better.
That's the thing, is I don't think they could have, because they clearly did not reach for enough outside help. This isn't something they'd experienced.
It's bad. It's quite bad.
It's real fucking bad.
It's very bad.
So Valkyrie's entire Return to Glory storyline, coming back from retirement and putting her enemies down in the process.
Nothing but a manufactured series of lies. And given how far she's gone with this, I doubt she's done causing harm. So, Valkyrie's absolute scum.
See, that's how you should describe it.
The question becomes, what do we do about it?
Hold on. Think this through.
We're headed for another showdown, aren't we? We qualified for the Pro Tour, and so did Team PTW. That means facing Valkyrie again. You just know that if she cheat to beat us in a charity show match, she'll absolutely cheat to destroy us in the main event. Can't let this slide. Gotta do something, right?
This can't be happening.
Wow, that was loud.
Yeah. We need to save her Iris, that poor child manipulated by Valkyrie's twisted whims.
Not to mention Bulldozer's caught in the middle of all this. No way they'd be okay with this scheme. I know them.
But if Valkyrie's willing to kill Coda just for embarrassing her, what would she do to us if we try to expose her?
I don't know. I don't know.
This is bigger than I ever thought it'd be. Maybe bigger than our little team can take on. Dangerous or not, we can't let her get away with these crimes. YOLO. I say we destroy her. I don't think we have a choice. We have to act.
I hate that I want to click the middle one. I want to click the blue.
I also want to click the middle one, but like...
Done.
It's like, YOLO, might as well fuck around and take down a corrupt organization.
We already found out. It's our time to fuck around. Wow, you only live once.
That's right. We fucking found out without getting to enjoy the fucking around part. We deserve some fucking around.
That's what I'm saying.
We deserve some fucking around.
Well, you only live once. May as well step up and take her down.
What?
If you only live once, doesn't that mean you should take fewer potentially fatal risks, not more?
Look, my point is we destroy Valkyrie. This can't go unanswered. It's risky, yeah, but it's got to be done.
Okay, if you're sure.
As you wish.
Then we will act. So be it. What's your plan for exposing the crimes of Victoria Proud and toppling the throne of Team Play to Win?
How will we beat her, you ask? Yes, that's exactly what I asked.
That's the exact
Just now.
thing we asked.
Simple. I have no idea, but I'm hoping it'll be simple.
Oh, it's quite simple, actually. We just need to install a packet sniffer and cheat detector package in the FOD2 machine, and it'll detect when our iris hacks it.
Great! How do we do that?
Well, I guess we convince the Pro Tour organizers to install custom software of my own design and trust when it says Valkyrie is cheating. Maybe this isn't so simple after all. I don't think one little newcomer team, especially one that was beaten by P2W in the past, Patois, we haven't been doing that.
I have.
You have, I haven't. We'll be able to convince them. So, we require the television program leverage. Something that will give us the television program credibility, or at least of a position of strength, to be allowed to expose the feature film Valkyrie.
This is gonna take some planning and a TV guide.
I love you so much.
And given I've been through this entire emotional ringer today and my brain is shutting down, can we pick this up tomorrow? I'll consider the options and get back to you.
Of course. We trust you to find a path through this unknown territory. Bearing in mind that one misstep will result in what little we have of our public image being annihilated, effectively ending bigger, badder Beetleborgs forever.
Yeah, that. Let's avoid that. If we can. It's official. I am in way over my head. Seems like a good place to take a break.
It's about to go to the level complete screen.
Oh, is it? Alright.
Almost certainly.
Defending my team and esports as a whole. Defending esports! From a megalomaniacal tyrant willing to kill to get what she wants. This isn't about winning or losing anymore. It's not about my championship glory, my dreams of victory. Now, we must fight to survive! I'm a musician.
You are a musician.
If I can't find a way out of this situation, it'll be the end of bigger, badder Beetleborgs and possibly my life. Level complete! For real this time! Alright.
Cool. Big stretch.
Big stretches.
Big stretchies. Hope you're doing some big stretchies too. We're going to go to the BRB here in just a moment. Before we do that, we would like to remind you that Black Lives Matter, that Indigenous lives and lands matter, and that the lives of people of color matter. That there's a civil rights movement ongoing in this country as Black Americans fight for basic human rights and dignity, equal treatment under the law, the right to feel safe in public, in their homes and schools and places of worship. We have some links that we would like for you to look at under the donate command. Are organizations that are helping people on the ground right now. The Bail Fund Network, helping to keep protesters out of jail. The Oprah Project and the Black Trans Travel Fund, getting food supplies and travel out of dangerous situations to Black, trans, and non-binary people. And God knows that so many trans and non-binary people are having to leave the places they've lived all their lives just at the moment. And the Black Hills Legal Fund, the Lakota People's Organization, to take back their land, the Six Grandfathers, which was stolen, as every inch of the country was stolen, arbitrarily renamed to Mount Rushmore, and had white slave owners' faces carved into the side of it. Under the Action Command, or things you can do to be of use right now, these are petitions you can sign, ongoing GFM, ongoing GFMs, the ACLU Racism and Policing Correspondence course. If you've never checked that out, we recommend it. It's a nice little email correspondence course on the history of policing in America and why they are so bad at the things they claim to be good at, why they are so terrifyingly good at the things we wish they would never do. We think that these are good places to start, but we live in the internet age. Do some research on your own. If the spirit moves you, find a place closer to you to give your energy, because Lord knows there are people closer than you think who need some help and mutual aid. just please find some way to give your energy to the civil rights movement, because building a better future is everybody's responsibility. Making sure we get there together is everybody's fight. And we do this by battling white supremacy wherever we find it. Globally, locally, and within ourselves. We're going to go to the break. I'm going to run 3 to 5 minutes of ads. We have no stance on whether or not you use ad blockers. Do a big stretchy, get some water, use the restroom, take your meds if you need to take your meds. Do whatever self-care is important to you, and we will catch you back here at the end of our ad break. We'll see you then. We're live, pal.
We're live. Hi.
So here's the thing about all the constituents. Oh man, I'm sorry. Can we start again?
No, we're live, pal.
Oh dang.
That
Fucking love Sid.
Is that Mean Gene talking to him?
It's Jim Ross.
Oh, for some reason, I'm picturing Mean Gene there.
It feels like it should be. Mean Gene, like, really likes needling wrestlers.
Uh-huh.
Fucking, that's one of my favorite, like, clips ever. Is like, it's an outtake from one of the studio wrestling shows where he's talking to, I think, Kamala.
Uh-huh.
And he's like, oh, I heard that you didn't show up in this is my Mean Gene voice, by the way. I heard you didn't show up for the house show last week in Paducah, Kentucky. What was with that? And Kamala's like, it was, fucking. It's like, oh, okay.
Oh, that's fucking wonderful.
Yo.
Level complete. It's just like starting back in a real life.
Yeah.
See, here they're challenges,
Yeah.
but they're called.
They're called levels because of the conventions of the arcade spirits.
Oh. You know, you could have a barcade and just call it Arcade Spirits.
Okay, we need to come up with one drink. We need to come up with one cocktail that they sell at arcade spirits.
Whiskey sours.
Okay. No, I thought we were gonna have fun. No, I thought we were gonna have fun and do a thing. You cleared level 7 of Arcade Spirits, the new challengers, victors.
Good night, Willow. Thanks for coming.
Fucking absolutely threw us in the fucking dirt. We love you very much.
I think 7-Eleven already does a Pac-Man Slurpee anyway.
They do a Pac-Man Slurpee. That's the thing.
You cleared level 7 of Arcade Spirits, the new challengers. Victory! Let's take a look at your scores. You're proving to be level-headed, rational, and honest. Wow, that took a turn.
Yeah, we did some shit in there.
Uh-huh. This is completely the opposite of how it was before.
Mm-hmm. Our gutsy score is still very low because Sonic does not know what he's doing most of the time.
Oh, we're still with Jinx here, though.
Yeah.
Also, you've scored 36,100 points. A winner is you! Would you like to change your personal metadata at this time? Name, pronoun, and so on? It's your last chance to do so. I would.
Are we in the... Is this the last chapter then?
That's what she said.
Huh.
8 chapters. Wasn't the other one like 14 or something?
I don't think it was 14.
I thought it was over 10 by like a weird number.
I would have to go back and watch.
All right.
So, what...
Discomfort.fist.
Mm-hmm. Your profile picture.
All right, so I want to do...
Sure.
First of all, hairstyle. We're going to do... So there's a thing in Japanese literature where when you let go your previous of the previous part of your life, cut off your long hair?
Sure. I've experienced a life-changing event and must dye my hair.
And so I'm like, there's not like a good mid-length hair here at all, so never mind.
Yeah. We get buzz. I like the shaggy one, but that's the same
Hey,
one,
that's
basically.
my hair. That's
That
my
is
hair.
that is just your hair that you have on your whole house.
Oh, all right. And yeah. Let's look at pants and skirt.
Okay.
No, there's not really a lot of options. Body type and shirt.
Are we gonna get jacked for finals?
Just boom.
Just absolutely wide for finals. Are you okay? I didn't expect to hit you like that.
Oh my god. Just yeah, I've been working out.
Yep.
You know, I've had a lot of time to think over the last couple of days, and I think I might challenge Scott Steiner to an arm wrestling.
You know what? Let's do it. Jacked for final.
Jack for finals. Hell yeah. I should quit doing this voice before I murder myself.
What happened to my? I had it mere moments ago.
You handed it to me, and
Yes.
I drank it.
Okay, that makes sense.
Do you need water?
It would be good. We've been talking a lot.
Okay.
I'm just gonna go get a cup.
Okay. Yeah, you don't like the tap water.
No, not really.
All right. Glasses. Fucking Kamina glasses. All right. And what are we looking at for hats? Let's see. Perfect. Fucking perfect. I didn't realize. Is that always a heart, or does that depend on what your avatar is? I don't know. I guess I could probably find out. No, it looks like it always stays. I was seeing if the hat's avatar changed when I changed avatars. It does not, unfortunately.
That's a shame.
Oh, yeah, there's our new avatar.
Okay.
Because we're gonna beat the crap out of her.
Did we take Gozer's glasses in solidarity?
Yep.
Okay, cool.
All right, here we go. Do you want to save your game before proceeding to
The final level?
Do it. I'm thinking this might be long.
It's the gym arc.
So I guess we've only got about 40 minutes. So we are going to have to stop in the middle.
We're definitely going to have to stop in the middle, and I think you're correct. I think it's going to be quite long because there's a lot of moving pieces that haven't even shown up.
Mm-hmm. So I think we'll still have a full stream for next week.
I believe
Or
that's the
near
case, and if not, we can figure something.
Okay.
If nothing else, we can do a debrief.
Yep. Final level. Winner stays on. All right, I got to go into full arcade.
Hear it?
Arcade voiceover mode. You know, the synthesized voices.
Sure.
Winner stays on. I bet that sounded great over the mic. This is not about winning and losing. Maybe it never really was. This is about deciding who you are and what you believe in. It's about making a stand. Are we an ad for the armed forces?
I was gonna say tampons.
Oh god, those are weirdly similar in how they're advertised.
I don't want to put together a joke about that at the moment. I think I would do it poorly.
I don't know if it's possible to win. We fought hard to reach where are you going?
Where are you going?
Why?
Hey, no, come back.
We were supposed to be most of the way through the dialogue by now.
Yeah, but we were fucking around.
Okay, bye.
Bye. This could be us, but we plan.
We fought hard to reach the end of this road, but the final result is going to be tainted. Odds are we won't be granted the title of champion even if we do somehow win. I don't care. I will stand resolute against the ones who want me to fade away. Valkyrie and my own self-loathing. Because even if I can't win, I will not lose. It is the distant future year of 20 boop-de-boop, and we're apparently all that stands against the dark future of esports corruption.
Just like the Bat family fixed police corruption.
Yep. It was amazing how they just got in there and they solved police corruption.
Yeah. We might have talked about that last week.
I think so.
Okay.
It's not exactly what I was aiming to accomplish when I started on this path, but you play the game in front of you, not the game you wanted to play. That's not really...
You should go to the game you want to play.
Yeah,
you should put that game in front of you and then play that one.
Like, you have a computer. You can just get the game you want to play instead.
Yeah. You can just play Return to Monkey Island again. It's fine.
There you go. Valkyrie's forcing her iris. It's not going to be forcing. Why are we using the word forcing? Valkyrie is using her iris to cheat at FOD 2, so she can rise all the way to the top. Like cream.
The cream rises to the top.
What's more, she's proven
Never
ready
know where the macho man's coming.
and willing to hurt anyone who stands against her. Naturally, I've chosen to stand against this. Not a smart move for my continued well-being, but if I care one whit about fair play or even human decency, there's no other option.
Wait, they returned to Monkey Island? Yeah, or
They did.
They keep going back to fucking Monkey Island. I don't know why.
They also kept Tales of Monkey Island. They kept it canon, so I'm very happy.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
That's wonderful.
So all 6 Monkey Island games.
What was the Privateers? I can't remember.
The Privateer?
The lady who, insulted...
Morgan Le Fay.
Morgan Le Fay, thank you. I really liked Morgan. I'm glad that she got to be canon.
Mm-hmm.
And didn't get fired out of the canon. It's a pirate game.
What's it called? The cliffhanger was that she was going to come back to life and, be a problem.
Right.
So I would really like to see if the next Monkey Island game continues from there. Now that Return to Monkey Island has all been
returned.
Naturally, I've chosen to stand against it.
I think you did this wrong.
Oh, you're right. But we can't just call hacks on her. No one would believe us. We need evidence. And we need to, you can do the most bullshit, drama-filled finish, picture perfect with camera work all already set up to catch it. You can just do that and no one will even question it.
Yeah. What do you mean that Bastion somehow got on top of a chandelier?
Yeah, I used May's ice wall, and then for some reason was not immediately killed because he was standing in the open on a chandelier. And then everyone was trying to do that for months. It was really funny. All right, Pro Tours, we're gonna need.
I remember a
evidence.
period when we were still playing Overwatch that basically every fucking match someone was going, "Hey, who wants to make a pirate ship?" And it's like, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about because I watch wrestling. That's my fake sport of choice.
Mm-hmm. Not a task that bigger, badder Beetleborgs can accomplish alone. We're gonna need
the television program.
Leverage. But before I can arrange any sort of leverage, it seems I've got one task on my list to take care of.
The Cinemax original.
Temptation. Prehistoric Turtlesaurus.
There you go. Ooh.
Here I am in the belly of the beast.
Oh, they have Galaxia and Sonic the Porcupine
From Saga.
from Saga. From Saga.
I'm trying to see if they've got the Sanic drawing in there.
It's hard to tell.
but I don't think so.
Yeah.
Here I am in the belly of the beast, the penthouse lair of Team Patwoo. At the
Patooey.
At the top of a skyscraper, as if attempting to rival Mount Olympus. Patois work and play and work and work, all under the command of one Victoria Proud. Dang, we're dwarfing her now.
Yeah. We really went all in on our games.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they weren't happy about us dragging those massive barbells down the hall. Said it was damaging the carpets or something.
Oh yeah, but like, what else are you gonna do, right?
Mm-hmm.
We don't have a bench.
And we can't lift them and carry them in yet.
Yeah.
Because that's why we need them.
Yeah,
so
we
can
need them
become
so that
strong
we
enough.
can get strong enough to lift them. So right now we're just dragging them back and forth.
Exactly.
And that's, you see strong men pull trucks all the time. This is basically the same thing. It's just one axle and then two wheels that are the weight.
And so what if we tried to do a log flip and
A caber toss.
a caber toss and accidentally bust a hole through the ceiling of the pizza restaurant?
Listen, that's just gonna happen. Training takes sacrifices, Ben and Matt. And I don't understand why you're coming at us. No, this is not Victoria Proud Month. She's the most aggressively white cishet person in this fucking game.
Uh-huh. Valkyrie. Coach, manager, owner, cheater, swindler, arguably also... No, not arguably. Also
Absolutely
an attempted murder.
And of course, our players have private rooms. I know most of your team are playing bunkmates to save money, but here we respect your privacy. And the views...
So what, we're like
here, of course.
double agenting at her?
Hot tub on the deck with
Yeah,
the
we're
after
a turncoat.
Mm-hmm, that's why I put on the coat.
Right, to turn it.
Uh-huh.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
We've got all the energy drinks you could want in our 7 different...
Yeah,
fridges.
I'm cutting back on the energy drinks in favor of coffee because my liver enzymes were a little high.
And I only can stand to be around 3 fridges or I start to become mentally upset.
I nod along, only half paying attention to her sales pitch. Valkyrie arranged this meeting with me, and while I have my guesses as to why, she's happier to give me the tour first. None of it sways me, but I pretend to care as she lists the many perks of being part of Team Patois, flexing her power and wealth before we get down to business.
And of course, we're well stocked with products provided by all our sponsors. So we're never lacking for gear or snacks.
And all we have to do is sell our souls. Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
I sense you're not amused by our humble abode. You want to get on with business, yes? Okay. Tour over.
Oh, sorry. I wasn't listening. Just busy with the gun show over here.
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you. My boombox was too loud. My boombox is what I call my right bicep because it goes boom, boom, and I box people with it. I call my left bicep Trini after the Yellow Ranger from Power Rangers. Who was my favorite. She was my favorite Power Ranger from the original Power Rangers.
She pauses, letting the whole aura of the place sink in and entice me before speaking.
I invited you here today for one simple reason. I want to recruit you.
What?
I know. We've been at each other's throats.
So are we genuinely confused by that?
No.
Because we just mentioned
So you're thinking...
that we knew what she was doing. That'd be really funny if the idea was that we thought we knew what she was doing, but we're actually totally clueless and are legitimately caught off guard right here.
Uh-huh.
I'll tell you. The fact of the matter is that you're going to lose the championship. Remember, I told you we'd beat you at Pengy Paradise, and I wasn't lying. This is no different. You can't win this one.
This can't just be overconfidence. She's gonna cheat. This time we're ready. We're gonna set the trap and bait her into it. When she cheats, we'll be ready. Why offer to hire me for her team if she knows she can stop us easily? Might as well just ask. I don't get it. Why? Are you hoping I'll back out of the tournament?
No, play to win needs to defeat your team in a fully sanctioned and official match. Until now, we've only beaten your team in unofficial show matches, and I want it on record. And once the dust settles from this, once your team is shown to be nothing but a squad of laundromat casuals, there's no reason you can't switch sides.
She really just...
Champions.
Did she just 4chan at us?
Yeah, I mean, she was always gonna look at her.
That's true. And then everyone starts screaming that there's no girls on.
Yeah. No, this isn't the place for that particular conversation.
I'm sure you care about your friends, and that's noble. But you also know they aren't winners. Not like you. Pushing them to become a professional team was a mistake.
Remember, our character was falling for this bullshit before.
And realize the only
Yeah.
path to glory lies.
I'm glad that she's not now. It wasn't just...
It only took being told that she's an attempted murderer. That's all it took.
It's not just my body muscles that have grown larger. My brain muscles have too.
That's incredible.
My vision? After you lose the finals, your team disbands and you join me. Everybody wins. Sound good to you?
I mean, except the rest of bigger, badder people.
Mm-hmm. In fact, it sounds like more people lose than win.
To be Vic, there's no reason to be proud. I Google translated loser from Latin for that joke.
Lovely.
I'm already where I belong, with my friends. Oh, right, sorry. What, and work myself to death under your yoke? Nah. You're assuming we're gonna...
Doesn't have to go so deep.
Okay. What, and work myself to death under your yoke? Nah. You're assuming we're gonna lose. I'm assuming we're gonna win.
Honestly, this is the best clapback
Yeah.
out of all of them.
Uh-huh.
The trap's already baited, but no reason we can't add a little more bait and rile her up. All of this hinges on us losing, and my team collapsing. I respectfully disagree. We're going to beat you, and like cream, rise to the top.
He rises to the top.
We didn't come this far only to give up now. I'm a winner, Miss Proud, and at the finals, I'm gonna show the whole world what a real winner can do. It's a lie, of course. We can't win with her in full-on game genie mode. And honestly, I've transcended my need to win. Right now, all I need is justice.
Man partially blinded by a bear overcomes his need for revenge.
And she's going to deliver it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, good, I get this one.
Yes.
No, I'm sorry, you get this one.
No, you get it.
No, I know.
Oh. Okay. Confused.
It's me. Hi, how you doing?
I know.
You've learned nothing. I see we can't come to terms. It's a pity, but I did my best. You can go now. This meeting is over.
Freya likes this new, fresh take on Bnuuy's voice. Obligingly, I turn to leave. But there is one more thing I could do. It's risky, it's possibly a terrible idea, honestly, but maybe it's the right thing to do.
Offer her a chance to admit her cheating and give up. No second chances. She has to bring herself down.
I mean, offering her this chance will be her bringing herself down.
She's not going to.
Of course. But you know, this'll allow us to know that we did all we could to settle this peaceably.
Your death could have been avoidable.
I'm risking a lot. Maybe tipping my hand about the trap we're setting for her to step into. But if I'm to be a moral person, a good person, I gotta offer the chance at redemption. Miss Proud, you don't want to do this. Think about it for a minute. Your legacy is on the line. You're risking every legitimate accomplishment you have ever had. When the time comes to face us on stage, I beg you, please don't do what we both know you're going to do.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I think you do. When you look back trying to figure out where everything went wrong, this is that moment. This is where it all went wrong. I'm offering you a chance to stop this before you lose it all.
What are you up to, Bnuuy? What's this all about exactly?
What if it turned out she didn't know she was cheating?
That'd be wild as shit. He just like gave Iris some like really broad commands and it just like sorted out a whole bunch of shit on their own.
Mm-hmm. That'd be a wild turn, honestly.
Yes, it would.
I can't risk confirming anything. I have to keep this vague. When we face each other again, I trust you'll do the right thing and let fate decide who will stand and who will fall. It's a pretty good Optimus Prime. Until that day, Megatron, Miss Proud, I take my leave. You know, he also voiced Scooby-Doo.
Frank Welker? And Fred.
And Fred.
And Fred
in
Jones.
the same show.
Yeah. Isn't he still voicing Scooby-Doo?
I think so, yeah. As for quite a long time.
Yeah.
He's like, I think the second or third actor to play Scooby-Doo, and he just keeps going with it.
Yeah.
She knows what I'm talking about. She orchestrated all of this, and now, hopefully, I've planted a seed of guilt that'll grow. Maybe when we fight on the grand stage, we can see who will win and who will lose by skill alone.
I mean, except that we can choose to win the mini games.
Yep.
Out of a thing.
Narrative skill.
Narrative skill.
One trap, thoroughly baited. Except for one teensy-weensy problem. We don't actually have a trap yet, just a pile of bait waiting for a proper trap to be built around it. Oh, that's why we should call Fred Jones.
He's a trap fanatic.
Uh-huh.
Bnuuy, you are super not great at metaphors. Hey, at least she's consistently bad at them. There's something to be said for consistency.
However, I have a fine array of steel-jawed traps available for the choosing.
You're really, I'm sorry, really committing to doing this voice.
Yep.
The bulk voice.
Yep.
For the rest of, for this whole stream and next whole stream.
Yep.
Okay.
That's why I've gathered the team today. I want us to select the means by which we shall enact justice on Valkyrie.
A bit concerned.
Indeed. We must be thoughtful in matters of justice. In dealing with Coda, we were a bit thoughtless. We can do better.
I feel like your death could have been avoided would be a better choice before immediately leaving without another word.
Yeah.
You may be right, but I wanted to see where that could go.
We need to make sure Valkyrie's crimes are exposed, but also do it in a way that's fair and efficient.
Okay, so some of my proposals may not meet those standards, but hear me out. I want to lay everything on the table before we decide. I think we have 4 options here. I'm confident enough in my ability to make all 4 work, so it's just a question of which one we want to run with. The first candidate on offer is probably the most obvious one.
The gun. You can't see her. She's making bicep flexes and then pointing at the flexing biceps.
Specifically doing the Hogan bicep.
Yeah.
It's the 99-inch pythons.
They're 24-inch pythons. Only Hulk Hogan has a 10-foot dick. Terry Bollea only has a smaller dick.
Terry Bollea has a pretty average dick, but Hulk Hogan...
Hulk Hogan's hung like a snake, brother.
Is this one episode of Baywatch that's Ash at the beach?
Yeah.
Yeah. And the whole time, It's I think Vader, Hogan, and Savage.
Yeah.
And the whole time they're just trying to out-brother each other, and it's fucking amazing.
Fun.
Except Vader, who just will not say brother.
That also wasn't an option. I said it, yeah. September said that one.
Yeah. We could have just left on that note, though. We had that option.
We could have.
The first candidate on offer is probably the most obvious one.
Punchy78,
lead reporter for Fight Shack. I've spoken to him before, and he seemed eager to support our team. Maybe it's just for the clicks on his articles about us, but does that really matter? I can bench press him now. Punchy's been following.
I'm sorry. Hey there, friends, it's Punchy78, coming to you from Bnuuy's great big hand, 7 feet in the air.
Punchy's been following our rivalry with Team Patois closely and keeping the public informed, so involving him is a natural next step. It's simple enough. We tell Punchy78 everything we know about Valkyrie's crimes, offer juicy details for his website, get everything out there for the public to see. And in return, he uses his connections to get us before the Pro Tour organizers, the Torganizers, so we can convince them to run Grace's anti-cheat detection software. We catch Valkyrie in the trap, expose her cheating, and Fight Shack's right there to get the word far and wide.
I see your point.
Oh, damn. I leaned back because our back was having a little bit of a problem. I worked with Fight Shack in the past. Punchy would be more than happy to help us out. He's a great guy.
I anticipate failure.
Except he's also given Valkyrie just as much glowing praise. Her comeback story would not have been possible without Fight Shack.
Bad idea.
He used to do freelance copying and editing for websites before we turned pro. Trust me when I say the press can and will spend anything for more revenue and more clicks.
Outrage profits.
Dun, 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 dun. And even if Punchy's totally in our corner, Valkyrie's adept at manipulating public image. She could easily slip out from under this.
Okay, well, we have another option. If what we want is justice, there's a direct and simple appeal we can make. We can get Loxley to shoot her in the face with an arrow.
I have concerns. you know I don't actually do archery, right?
What? But you're like Robin Hood.
No, I'm like Robin Hood because I steal from people.
No, you're like the Green Arrow.
No, I'm not like.
Come on.
No.
You have failed this city.
I'm not the Green Arrow.
Okay. Well, how about we just call the cops on her and they sort this mess out? No. On the night of the Coda incident, I spoke with an officer in charge of cybercrime, fraud, harassment, things like that. Detective Jiwoo Cho. The cops are supposed to be the ones you call at times like these.
Mm-hmm.
This is not a point in history when you should be writing this shit. To say, oh, look how good cops could be. This is not.
No.
This is very tone deaf.
It's poor taste.
Uh-huh. And this is Domino's, and we can have some confidence justice time. And
Wow. Trust me, my cop aunt's one of the good ones.
Mhm.
She's one of the only people in my family who gives a single solitary poop about me. She will make this work.
No f***ing way.
Zapper, you need to fucking choose a lane.
Honestly, this is like.
Zapper, you need to choose a fucking lane.
So she's got the same problem as our main character, in that she resets to 0 in every conversation.
Yeah.
But she does it very angrily.
Yes. The cops? Seriously? No freaking way. We don't need the pigs on this. Sorry, Dom, but auntie or no auntie, bacon always smells like bacon.
No thanks.
That's right. This would result in a much larger scale public scandal. It would put us and the scene in a bad light. We have to think about the health of the esports community as a whole. And in order to protect our community, we don't talk to cops.
Uh-huh. Okay, so there is another option, although it's even riskier. I'll warn. I know this one's going to sound ridiculous, but you know me. You know I wouldn't lie to you about something of this importance. At Max, I was contacted by a mysterious woman in black from some unknown branch of the federal government. For reasons a bit too weird to get into, involving my brain nearly getting scrubbed by a haunted arcade game.
What?
Bear with me.
No.
This agent said if I had any information about someone abusing the technology behind Iris, I should call her. And that hasn't been brought up once since that scene, which was kind of weird now that I think about it. We know Valkyrie is manipulating her Iris to dominate the scene. Cheating at contests, yeah, they're pushing this angle so much, it is going to turn out she doesn't push this cheating. I'm giving that a 99%.
I am following you down this road.
And harassing her enemies into the grave. Abusing the tech this woman is trying to control.
So to, like, sort of... make some excuses and fill in the blanks with our magic marker. She sort of doesn't need to track us to win because we're living quite a public life, taking trips and being esports stars.
That's true. She can just open the paper that she reads because she isn't old.
Yes, the newspaper that she reads because she isn't old. She turns to the sports section and leaves past, the football results and goes to the esports and like, oh, they did pretty well at that one. Not good for them, I guess.
I want to make a joke about Madden, but it's not coming to me. Maybe this year's John Madden football was actually too buggy, so there's no football this year.
Oh yeah. I was thinking of human regular football, but like the fact that all of its esports is actually more interesting.
Especially since how could Madden exist without superstar football players?
Right, yeah.
So this is a mystery now.
It's this weird vestigial limb of a past life.
Freya says, Ayu. This is risky. This is possibly the same one who shut down the Iris project because of its strange origins, but she is a strong contender for making this whole situation go away.
Okay, so
Impressive.
we don't want to talk to cops, so let's talk to the CIA instead.
We don't want to talk to cops. We want to talk to worse cops.
Yep. Something keenly appealing about Valkyrie vanishing into some CIA prison. Assuming this mystery woman is CIA or NSA or FBI or whatever. Not a prison abolitionist, is our jinx. Trust you when you say you aren't making up this weirdness, and I'm in favor of a measured but risky play. I say why not?
Bnuuy is bad at options, right?
Why?
She can't count either. That's still only 2 options.
Why not? Because that's the woman who nearly murdered Iris. Bnuuy's right. She was involved in the shutdown. And now we want her to handle someone abusing an Iris? We can't risk it.
This is a weird racism allegory.
Yes. She's the one who demanded Iris be killed. She's the one I've been scared of, the reason I haven't been involved in Iris's life.
This is a 2 birds, 1 stone situation. And by God, lots of stones. They're my muscles.
Your muscles are the stones.
Thought this through. In return for offering up a criminal abusing Iris's technology, we can negotiate a peace treaty. Yeah, because, working with the CIA classically goes in anyone else's favor.
They really honor treaties.
Get her off Iris's back. That's what the CIA is known for, is honoring agreements.
Yep.
This could be good for both bigger, badder Beetleborgs and the Iris
Look at
Collective.
Loxley.
Yeah, Loxley's like, no, this is a terrible
It's like,
idea.
I don't know about all that.
Hey, look, he's even saying it now.
It's a long shot. It's an extreme long shot. I have my doubts about this, Bnuuy, and I believe you know why.
You can do it. You turn me loose and you'll see what?
What?
At any point in this narrative,
Yeah.
have we had any sign that she is capable of doing what she's now claiming she's fully capable of doing?
I'm more concerned with the fact that, like, what restrictions did you have on you previously that you need to be turned loose? Kathleen tells her story.mp4.
We play our cards right, we can secure justice for Valkyrie and justice for Iris. And that brings me to the final option, which might be the most extreme one of the bunch. Hey, the accent finally paid off. We have an in with the team that's running the Iris Collective, a gang of justice-minded hackers.
Could you hand me your phone for a moment? Thank you. I need to look something up.
Okay. Password?
I do not. Oh, but it doesn't matter.
Apparently it doesn't need it. It's heard us talking the whole time, so it didn't lock, I guess. Yeah, that's not terrifying.
It's gonna tap into
Why did they
Firefox
suddenly care so much about Iris abuse? I mean, like, I care. There has been plot lines that have led up to this.
Grace very much cares about Iris abuse because Grace is their mom.
Yeah. And Loxley is specifically working to help. One of his missions is to help AIs be recognized as people. And then us, we just care about whatever the current scene is about. That's not totally fair, but it's kind of true.
Thank you, that is what I wanted. Please give me the level by level. Okay, that's fine. I remembered, because I did look through the CWs again. Let me relock that for you. And remembered that there was a content warning specifically tied to the fourth ally in this scene, which is this, but it's okay.
Okay.
For a given value of okay. Bnuuy.
This is gonna mean outing Loxley to the group, though. Well, maybe it's time. If we're gonna have our best chance at righting these wrongs, it has to be done. This isn't the time for Cloak and Dagger. It's high time we put all our cards on the table, Loxley. Do you agree?
Huh? I see. So be it. I have failed this apartment. For the glory of bigger, badder Beetleborgs and for justice itself. I'm involved with a group called the Ghost Monsters. They are indeed the anonymous hacker collective behind the anonymous hacker group behind the Iris Collective.
I'm certain I must have mentioned this in the last game, but I really like Ghost Monsters.
Yeah.
Because that does show, like, at the very least, it shows a knowledge of Pac-Man.
Yeah.
Because in the Japanese version, they're not ever referred to as ghosts. And that was brought over, even in some American versions, they're still called monsters or goblins.
Sure. But they look
They look like the American conception of a cartoon ghost.
Yeah.
Which was coincidental, but now we know them as ghosts. And that's just stuck. And I think that's cool that it says Ghost Monsters, because, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Loxley, my true purpose here as a hard-light construct was to watch over Grace, to ensure she remains safe and free from involvement in our crimes. The Irises tasked us with this out of love for their creator.
I offer my sincere apologies.
I'm sorry, Grace. I'm sorry, everyone. My original reason for coming to Good Clean Fun was a subterfuge. What? What? That explains a few things. Notably why you're so keen on spending time with Grace. My girlfriend, Grace. Oh, I wasn't expecting to get involved in an international cloak and dagger affair, and yet here we are. We trusted you. as friends, companions, and teammates, this was all a farce?
Doing what Bnuuy is doing right now is something that gets you removed from everything sensitive
burning an
whatsoever.
agent? Yes.
You ever seen Burn Notice? This TV show, Burn Notice? It's actually a really funny comedy, and I do recommend at least the first few seasons.
Your Chin Boy's in that, right?
Yeah. Good old
Chin Boy.
Good old Chin Boy, Bruce Campbell. Yeah. Trying to think of something else to call him.
Yeah.
I was trying to come up
Good
with
old Bubba Hotep.
I was gonna call him like some other celebrity's name, but it wasn't coming to me. Marlon Brando.
Yep.
That'll work.
Good old Chin Boy Marlon Brando.
Famous for his chin.
Famous for his chin. I read this one already.
Okay.
On the contrary, I believe it to be real with all my heart. I hold fast to those I care for, and I consider you all my cherished friends. But the honest truth of it is that my original purpose was dishonorable. If you wish me to depart this team, I will understand. I already knew. What?
You're not subtle, Loxley.
You're really not subtle.
I think everyone already knew and they're just being nice.
Should we tell him? Should we tell him? He just seems so excited about it. He just seems so excited about his cloak and dagger thing, and I don't want to disappoint him. But like, it seems like a lot of work. Should we let him know?
Nah, let him have this one.
Okay, I guess. As long as he's not hurting anyone. I knew all along that you were working with Iris. I am very smart, you know.
That's wonderful.
But I also knew you did it out of love. Love for Iris. And so I didn't say anything. That kept us all safe. And I didn't want you to feel like you have failed the city.
They're just gonna keep saying it.
I apologize. I failed more pre-rendered backgrounds in more ways than I can count.
So for real, they're doing that on purpose, right?
I feel at this point they have to. There's nothing to apologize for. You were in a difficult position, and if I can forgive any supposed transgression, I'd hope the rest of bigger, better Beetleborgs can too, right?
Okay, sure. Why not?
Oh, I'm generally in favor of sneaky bastards fighting for the side of good. And it's not like we aren't already knee-deep in weirdness, so hey, damage done, move on.
I wasn't a fan of Death Note, despite appearances.
I have strong opinions about the word righteousness. He uses the word inevitability. Mm-hmm. This is a thing I like about going back and watching the VODs is like I said, seeing all of the pieces connect. And like
it's a strange type.
I really wish it wouldn't. Really wish it wouldn't. Where he's and like he uses that specific word inevitability a lot as a sort of like indicator of I'm having quite a bad time.
Mm-hmm.
Can't say I'm thrilled, but it's Grace's call as the person most affected. I trust her judgment. You should too.
Wait.
I am 15 different flavors of confusion right now. Bottom line it for me, please. Are we going to jail?
You're not even half a Baskin Robbins of confusion.
Yes.
Because they have
31. A baker's dozen.
That's right. Yes.
We should be in the clear, Zap. Even if one of our team is a cybercriminal with pirated software, we're hardly accomplices. But let's put that aside and focus on the original point. Loxley's allies, the ones running the Iris Collective, could help us? How?
Ah, right. Let me continue. With Loxley's help, we can reach out to them and ask the ghost monsters to dig up solid evidence on Valkyrie's crimes, then leak it all to the internet.
I have a question.
What's up?
I have a question. Iris has been painted for the entire span of this game as a preternaturally competent super hacker.
Mm-hmm.
So what the fuck are the ghost monsters going to do that Iris can't?
I don't know. They could get Slurpee flavors named after.
They could get Slurpee flavors named after them. That'd be great.
I suppose Iris could too. She'd just have to hack 7-Eleven's mainframe.
Yes. Wow, imagine all the shipping manifests changing to Iris Punch.
Just you go into 7-Eleven and there's like they've got one of the big 12 nozzle Slurpee machines.
Oh,
all
yeah.
All of them just say Iris.
Mm-hmm. They're like different colors, but they still all say Iris.
Yep. And the color of Slurpee does not necessarily match the color of the word,
Oh, right.
but the word is also a different color over each nozzle. They can likely also, and it's not like they're all different.
Yeah.
There's like one or two that are the same color as the text.
So it looks like a random distribution.
Yep. Which computers are famously bad at.
Mm-hmm.
They can likely also help us get the anti-cheat software installed so we can detect Valkyrie's crimes live and direct. Honestly, this is the most powerful option we have on the table. It sinks us deeper and deeper into wild conspiracy, but it's a strong win and they're clearly trying to push us towards this option.
Mm-hmm.
The court of public opinion will take over after all the dirt comes out, and we walk free with all the plausible deniability Rhapsody mentioned.
Okay, this is too much. Could we dial it back from Hollywood thriller levels and just focus on getting the Valkyrie slang gunk in public? Sometimes I just decide to go. Yeah, even if this would be a near instant win for us, we'd be better off not digging ourselves any deeper than we need to.
So, those are the options we've got. We asked Punchy78 for help working within esports to let Valkyrie be tried in the media. She may weasel out of it somehow, but it's clean and ethical and good and fun.
It's clean, good, ethical fun.
Yep, just like our laundromat.
So I think we're going to choose our choice and then call the straight.
That's what I was thinking too.
Okay, good.
We call on Detective Cho to bring Valkyrie to justice and clean up the gaming scene in the process through heavy-handed but legitimate channels.
I can't wait for this next Xbox.
We take the gamble and get the woman in black to quietly handle the matter and maybe even save Iris from this old enemy. Or we turn to the anonymous hackers known as the Ghost Monsters to completely obliterate Valkyrie from orbit with digital evidence. I strongly believe that all of these options will work. I will make them work. So don't be afraid of failure. Why does she think...
Bnuuy already took Valkyrie off. You can't wash yourselves of this anymore. It's going to be a lot harder.
Yup. And why does she suddenly believe she's capable of doing all this? This has never come up before, to my knowledge. This is confusing.
I don't know. We've done a lot of other weird shit. There's no good reason to think that we can't do this.
I guess. Well, did we take a course by mail on cyber hacking?
But we're not doing the cyber hacking. We're doing none of the cyber hacking.
Okay.
That's the Ghost Monster's job.
Right.
Or Iris's job.
Did we take a course by mail on like 11 different skills that would be necessary for most of this?
Yeah, like it's a lot.
I've only ever been good at video games. I can do everything.
Yep. These are all bad options. Legitimately, Punchy's the only one I feel even a little good about. The other one is Cop. Worst Cop. And getting that crew to nuke it from orbit. It's the only way to be sure, which is... I don't know, I guess that's also fine.
Like, that's, as I said, that's what they're clearly pushing us toward, and that's making me kind of want to go away from it. So punchy might be the way to go. But given every single option has had people for and against, not sure which one we should go with.
All those in favor of dumping this decision wholly on the head of our coach stroke manager stroke cat wrangler so we don't have to deal with this nonsense ourselves.
No, it's a good writing shortcut.
Yeah, okay. Plus, that way, if someone goes to jail, it's not me. I trust Bnuuy's decisions. A great team manager and a good friend, I'm sure her choice will work out fine, right? I have concerns, but loyalty means faith and trust. I will trust in you and put faith in your legacy. Strategy. I don't know where I got legacy from. I've been thinking a lot about what I'm going to do after, like, the whole esports thing clatters. I'm not going to be reflex heavy forever. You know, maybe I should take up archery. I was thinking maybe I should take up archery to work on my hand-eye coordination. We can talk about it later. Me, I'm thinking this is one reason why we pay you the big bucks, so you can deal with crap like this.
I get paid?
You'll get paid?
You don't pay me anything.
God, I love Street Fighter the movie so much.
You get paid?
Fucking DJ and Zongi. Point is that you should go with what your heart tells you, okay? Okay.
Open your heart! Thank you, everyone.
Listen to each other's heart. Finding never been far apart, and maybe love is the reason why. The first time ever we're seeing it eye to eye.
See, my brain went immediately to Sonic the Hedgehog, because of course it did.
Nah. I went eye to eye from the Goofy movie.
Thank you, everyone. I'm certain we've already
seen her.
We literally saw her as a character image like an hour ago.
So it is very meta, and the developers are telling you can't fail. They do that, which is one of the things that I actually like a lot about this game and the previous game, is that it's very clear. The game makes it very clear to you what your stakes are at any given moment. It's like, hey, there's not a good answer here. Hey, all of these answers are fine. Hey, you might piss someone off if you do this badly.
I'm certain I can make any of these options work, because I've suddenly gained a lot of confidence in things I've never done before. I wouldn't have brought them up as options if I wasn't sure of that. With that in mind, the ally we're going to choose will be...
Punchy 78. We exposed her through the gaming press. I don't even remember what the fuck voice we gave Detective Cho. Actually, I think she might have been completely voiced. We seek official help with her crimes.
What?
Because police are officially help. They're officially labeled as help by the officials.
That's
the
just
office.
such weird syntax, especially because the sentence does not mention Valkyrie, who is the subject.
Yeah, and Detective Cho is
we
in
seek
there.
official help with
Detective
crimes.
Cho's crimes.
That really threw me for a loop.
Woman in Black, we sacrifice Valkyrie to save Iris. Ghost Monsters, we destroy her via leaked information.
So again, they're pushing us to this one. I think either the top or the bottom are acceptable.
Yeah, same.
I don't want to see more of our sweet boy Punchy 78.
I also want to see more of our sweet boy Punchy 78. Excellent. I'm going to go back and do the Ghost Monsters route probably on my own time, because I do want to see what that looks like. Or maybe I'll watch a playthrough or something.
The other problem with Ghost Monsters here is it's like purely fan service, because we haven't seen them throughout this game.
They haven't mentioned them, like they've been in the background. It's like, here's this thing that's happening over here, and I guess that's the buy-in for us being able to drag them in now. But yeah, still punchy.
Yes. Our safest bet is Punchy 78. So I think that's the perfect text box to stop on.
Yeah, that's great. So yeah, we're gonna save real quick,
Yeah.
and that's gonna be the stream. Thank y'all so much for joining us. We've been Stranger in September, joined by our wife Katie,
Hey, yo.
and we are 3 of the 6 people who stream on this channel, along with Katie's sisters Annie and Alice and Zoo. We stream 5 days a week. I'm still getting used to the new schedule. It's been like
A year?
a year. We stream 5 days a week, so if you wanted to interact with the follow button in whatever way makes you feel the most comfortable, you can get notified when we go live and see all the cool shit we're doing. Let's run down the schedule real quick so you know what you're getting into. Tomorrow is Tuesday. Tuesday is going to be Andrea playing Resident Evil 4 Remake.
That's RE:Sident Evil.
That's RE:Sident Evil 4. And then Wednesday, we'll have a wild card in the afternoon, maybe, and then
Depends on grocery.
depends on grocery. Oh, right, grocery day. We need to go to the place and get food from the place and bring it back here to our home,
As well as medicines.
as well as medicines.
Hopefully that can be tomorrow.
Now I must get to my medical medicines.
Yep.
Hand me that cold thing.
I have at least
Hand me that cold thing.
what cold thing.
Hand me that cold thing. Hand me the thing that makes everything cold. I don't know what any of these things are. They're your things. I'm doing a 12-ounce mouse quote at you. I apologize.
Okay. I was completely lost.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
So Wednesday, Bad Road at twitch.tv/badroad is going to be doing the post game of Shadowrun Hong Kong. And then after that, back here, Zoo will be playing Sekiro: Shadows Die Twice. That game still bangs.
That game.
It's a really good game.
That game slaps. It's like you take wuxia and then put it in a game and then tell everyone that it's not wuxia, but it's still wuxia.
Yeah.
And that's Sekiro.
Thursday, another wild card in the afternoon, and then at twitch.tv/Andemonium, Andy will be continuing with Outer Wilds.
That game also slaps.
That game also slaps. And when we left, Andy had just left Timberhearth. And that's what I'm going to say about that.
Mm-hmm.
And then after that, Alice will be playing Final Fantasy XIV, probably continuing with I can do this. Agent of Inquiry? Hildebrand?
Inspector of Mention, Agent of Inquiry.
Yes.
I can't do the voice.
Hildebrand.
And that game also slaps.
Yeah, and then after that, or after the Hildebrand stuff, she's probably gonna like group up with some folks and run a dungeon or two.
Mm-hmm.
Friday is gonna be you doing Tales of Arise.
That game slaps sometimes.
That game's usually pretty good. That game takes some turns.
Mm-hmm.
Saturday at twitch.tv/XenonFiber, someone will be playing Kingdom Hearts 2, the second Kingdom Hearts.
The third Kingdom Hearts?
The third Kingdom Hearts after Birth by Sleep.
Chain of Memory.
Chain of Memories, thank you.
Chronologically, it's like the 8th or some shit.
Oh, right. They keep tacking more backstory onto that, hey?
Mm-hmm.
And Sunday at twitch.tv/Wandering Beekeeper, Wandering Beekeeper will be playing Wandering Village, a game, basically 4X game that takes place on the back of a turtle. Monday loops back around to us. There's going to be a wildcard stream in the afternoon, Andy with more Outer Wilds, and then us possibly completing Arcade
Willow.
the new challenger.
I think Willow's taking the Monday afternoon slot.
Oh, that's correct. So if Willow decides to, the newest member of our streaming community, Willow, will be earlier in the evening playing whatever it is she intends to play. I don't think I know that information.
She's been doing those physical deck builders for a couple weeks.
Has been, yeah, but I don't know if that will be the thing continuing forward. You should still check it out.
What is it? Twitch.tv/WillowMiss23. WillowMiss20.
Yes. So that will be there, and then we'll probably be finishing, unless the chapter is unbelievably long, Arcade Spirits, the new challenger.
Mm-hmm.
Willow's also taken a Saturday slot.
Okay.
Oh, right. Either very early or after Kingdom Hearts 2.
Mm-hmm. All right. Very cool. And I want to do something for the first time ever, because we have a Patreon now.
We have a Patreon now, patreon.com/SquirrelLily.
And I highly encourage you to check it out if you're looking for other ways to support us. Currently, we have 2 pledges. We have, and this is in, I'll say them in order of joining. We got Andymonium and we got Melissa Case up there on our Patreon.
Thank you. We're trying to survive.
Thank you all so much. And then we've also got the Etsy shop.
I would like to finish doing the stream stuff right before we move on to the next thing.
Oh, okay.
So that's our schedule. You can find that at schedule.truck.community, along with links to the rest of our team, which is twitch.tv/Andymonium, Bad Road, Riz Plays Games, Xenon Fiber, Bad Road, and now WillowMiss23. All great channels full of great streamers worthy of your time and attention. And if you want to see more of us streaming, we posted it earlier, but we have a YouTube at youtube.truck.community, where you can see all of the first Arcade Spirits game and all of the VODs from this one, as well as, whatever other wacky shit we've done over the last 6 years.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, we do have an Etsy store where Katie, where we're selling 3D printed pins that largely Katie and Alice are working on.
They're, I design them here on the computer, print them out, and Alice paints them, and then we sell them over at nodefault.etsy.com. Highly recommended stuff. I suggest you all buy at least 30.
But you don't have to. We're happy.
It's just a suggestion.
We're happy just to have you here. We're hustling because it's the times right now.
Gestures broadly.
Gestures broadly at State of World. But yeah, if you wanted to check that out, I don't mean to downplay this whatsoever. They do amazing work. Stranger and I both got custom pins as a thing.
That's actually what got me to start designing.
They're really fucking good. Mm-hmm. You should go look at the Wear thing.
Everyone loves the Wear thing.
Everyone loves the Wear thing. It's a terrific beast.
Mm-hmm. All right, I think that's all the things.
I also think that's all the things.